DLC Pack 5 will be coming out later this year, but for some reason, I still feel as if we're going to get more. Now, in that sense, I mean maybe a bit more in DLC Pack 5, and honestly, potentially, something else after that DLC pack. So today I just want to talk to you guys about my thoughts of DLC Pack 5 and potentially beyond. Starting off with DLC Pack number 5, we do know that we're receiving 4 characters. We're getting Deborah and Buhan, as well as the recently announced Tapion and Android 13. Now, I know a lot of people are still skeptical about Buhan and Deborah because of the fact that, 1, they don't really look too interesting, and 2, those are 2 characters that people would expect to be in the game natively, but of course they weren't included. So I can understand why people are skeptical about those 2, but I know a lot of people are hyped for Tapion and Android 13, myself included, because they haven't been in Dragon Ball games in a very, very long while. But even so, I feel as if there are 2 characters that a lot of people still want in the game that haven't been announced yet, and if they were included in this DLC pack, it would complete the pack. And those 2 characters are Super Baby 2 and Pikkon. Now, it's been a long while since those characters have been in any Dragon Ball game, because I know Pikkon's last time was in Raging Blast 2, and Super Baby 2's last time was in Infinite World. So it's been a few years since they've been in any Dragon Ball game, but I think now would be the perfect time to revitalize them and add them with this DLC pack to complete, I guess, the quote-unquote Z pack. Now, it's not as if there is no groundwork for these characters, because they have been in Dragon Ball games. Like I said, Super Baby 2 has been in the Tenkaichi series and in Infinite World, and Pikkon has been in the Raging Blast series, the Tenkaichi series, as well as the Shinbudokai series and Infinite World. So they do have some sort of groundwork that Dims could pick up and use to build a fighting style and a moveset for both characters in the Xenoverse series. Just spitballing some moves off the top of my head, I mean, Pikkon has Hyper Tornado and Thunder Flash, and Super Baby 2 has Revenge Death Ball. Another thing is, it is kind of disappointing that in the Xenoverse series, we have the option to fight Grade 8 Baby, but not be able to play as the actual character Super Baby 2. So I think now would be the perfect opportunity to remedy that situation by including Super Baby 2 into the game, and on top of that, throw in Pikkon as well, because he is a fan favorite, and he has a plethora of moves that he can utilize in his move pool that would work phenomenally in Xenoverse 2. Not to mention that Baby is a very important villain in the GT series who caused Goku to turn Super Saiyan 4. So yeah, he needs to be in the game. But with that out of the way, there's also something that I had on my mind for a while, and that is after DLC Pack 5, because for all you know, DLC Pack 5 could be it. But for that shard of hope, if we do manage to get another DLC pack after DLC Pack 5, or I guess in this case I'll double DLC Pack 6, there's only one potential thing that it could be, and that is characters from the Tournament of Power. I mean, think about it rationally. Excluding the Tournament of Power arc, we do have all the other characters from all the other arcs in Dragon Ball Super. For example, in the Battle of Gods arc, we do have Beerus and Whis, as well as Super Saiyan God Goku. And then in the Resurrection F arc, we do have Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, as well as Golden Frieza, and some variations of all the other fighters who participated in that battle. And then, of course, in the Universal Tournament arc, we do have Hit, Cabba Frost, as well as Champa and Vados. And then in the Goku Black arc, we of course have Goku Black, Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, Zamasu, Fuse Zamasu, Vegito Blue, and even Trunks Super, and some new variations for Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. So there's really only one arc that's missing currently, and that is the Tournament of Power. And even at that, there are only 5, potentially 6 characters that I see being in that type of DLC pack. The first 2 are none other than Kale and Caulifla, because in this arc, they have tried to flesh out a bit more characters in Universe 6, and those 2 are the ones that got the most screen time, because currently, Kale is able to go Super Saiyan and, I guess, Berserk, if you will, and then Caulifla can go Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2. Not only that, spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen the episode yet, but recently, KAUBA also was able to go Super Saiyan 2. So they have fleshed out those characters a bit more. So I would love to see Kale and Caulifla get included in Xenoverse 2 in a potential DLC pack number 6. 3 more characters that would be in this DLC pack are none other than Toppo, Dispo, and Jiren. Now, it's not to say that they don't deserve their spot at all, because they do. Because we've already seen Toppo fight Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, and he held his own. We've seen Dispo fight Hit, and he held his own. And then, of course, we saw Goku fight Jiren, and he got blown back, which is even more of a reason to include Jiren. I know 2 moves that Toppo and Dispo respectively could use are Justice Flash and Justice Kick. But with Jiren, he has 2 moves in particular that he can obviously have in his moveset. The 2 moves that Jiren can have are Counter Force and Painful Blow. Now, you guys don't know about the names of these because they just recently got named and are going to be featured in Dragon Ball Heroes in Japan, as well as Ultimate Mission X, but that's a topic for another time. But anyway, Painful Blow is the move where he throws the Ki Blast at the opponent, sends them in the air, then just turns around, crosses his arms, and it explodes. More than likely, that would be his ultimate attack because it looks freaking awesome, unless we do see something new with Jiren later on in Dragon Ball Super. And then Counter Force is the move where he grabbed his hand and with the sheer force of his punch, blew out that blue enemy out of the stage. So those are 2 moves that would work flawlessly in Xenoverse 2. And the last character they can include is, of course, Ultra Instinct Goku. Now, we don't know too much about him. We've seen him fight, but he doesn't really have too many moves that stand out, if you will. It's obvious that he's going to get the form again in Dragon Ball Super, but as of now, he doesn't really have too many moves that really stand out from, I guess, all the other versions of Goku. And of course, if you do add a roster like that, then you could also include the Tournament of Power stage, because I know a lot of people want to play on this stage. I mean, there's mods of it everywhere. And if you add that stage, then you could also add the Tournament of Power story arc in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. It just works so well. So I would see this as a missed opportunity if they don't add this arc or any of those characters in general in Xenoverse 2 as a potential DLC pack number 6. Anyways, guys, those are my thoughts. I truly do believe that there's going to be a DLC pack after DLC pack number 5, and if there was a DLC pack number 6, it would be none other than the Tournament of Power arc. But let me know what you guys think, because I know a lot of you guys have ideas of what could potentially be a pack after DLC pack number 5. Of course, this is all speculation. I have no idea what's going to happen, but if it were to happen, it would be awesome. But nonetheless, I'm Ndukauba. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.